Okay, we're self-emoting this one. It's been kind of a mess. So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Mia the Mermaid, also known as the Provo Mermaid. So, legal issues, endangered species, and seashells. There's a lot going on there. Let's unpack it. Our main category of legally protected seashells are mollusks. So what is a mollusk? A mollusk is a diverse group of marine creatures that could be snails, scallops, squid, octopi, clams, chitons, a hard shell and a soft body. It could be an external shell or an internal shell. Most of these shells are typically made of calcium carbonate. A mollusk dating back about 540 million years ago is the Halcyon. It's a very early version compared to what our modern mollusks look like, and it kind of looks like a snail. This early mother mollusk is thought to be the predecessor to bivalves, gastropods, cephalopods, and the conchiferan group. So what is the seashell that's most widely recognized for being illegal to buy, sell, or trade? It's not actually a seashell. It's a shell that comes from the sea, but it comes off of a turtle. It's the hawksbill turtle shell. The United States has those firm rules. Again, it depends on the country, the area, the ocean of which they decide their endangered species rules and buying, selling, and trading. But in the US, it's totally illegal to do any of them. Okay, going back to protected seashells, we would have the chambered nautilus, we would have the giant clamshell, and we would have the queen conch. One of the fastest, most effective ways to ruin the ocean would be to overfish, to overconsume, and to have excess waste. Unfortunately for humans, it takes us running things down to the bare bones to understand the effects of what we've done, and even then, sometimes it's all the way gone and there's nothing we can do. In China, there's the giant clamshell carving industry, so art, sculptures. There were some articles published around 2021 regarding the trade routes, the smuggling, and issue with the giant clams, and the problem is people aren't truly sure the extent of the demand of shells or the demand of the statues, the beads, or the products that come with it. However, in a lot of these photos, the stockpiles seem alarmingly large because who is ordering that much stuff? Apparently a lot of people. Or not a lot of people, and now we've hit an overconsumption problem, which then turns into waste. Chinese ancient history correlates to a lot of this because of the firm belief in symbols or making the connections. Something that may prove problematic in the long run is the fact that giant clamshells are considered one of the 7 treasures of Buddhism. They're viewed as the giant chariot wheels because of the ridges and lumps. They resemble a wheel. Now we've run into another problem because of ethics and religion and legal issues. Who's to decide? Not me. I'm just the messenger. Oh, shocker, you started looking at laws and realized there were ethical issues involved too. Big surprise, right? Culture significance and history, and then people. There's a whole lot going into this pot of chaos. This pot of people chaos continues to boil when people cannot make up their minds or agree with each other. But the fact that legislation has been passed over, we're not going to do this with the nautilus shell. We won't be trading or accepting sales or things with giant clamshells. It does help the problem. Something I have a question for you viewers is, what's more of the problem? The demand of the thing or the process and collection of acquiring it? Now you see why it took me so long to make this video. It is such a vast world and I still don't even know where to start. So I hope it got your gears turning because it's definitely got a lot going on in my mind right now. I am so glad you stopped by. Thank you for being so patient with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for the 500 subscribers. I don't even know if I said anything about that. I am so happy. I do have merch. It's an on-demand thing though, so if you want it, you're just gonna have to let me know because I don't have a store out. That goes with the supply and demand cycle that we were talking about. I'm not gonna make it unless people want to go and purchase it. I'm not just gonna make all this back stock and then risk it going to waste. So just let me know if you want it. I love you all. Thank you for stopping by.